The Brooklyn Nets are a dismal 3-10 thus far this season, but how will they prevail to embrace the struggle and become viable contenders in the Eastern Conference? Well, we find out right here. Can you tell me about the biggest challenge that you've had to overcome and how you were able to do that?
For me personally, I think just the transition from, first-year guy to a second-year guy, I think that's, kind of one of the hardest transitions. I think for yourself, you expect more, you expect to produce more and be more, more hands-on with, the team and just playing. So I think for me, that's kind of the biggest transition, and just going from, mentally coming to games and just out of it, not really coming ready to play, and then having to prepare for 82 games is a big transition.
The transition to the season, it's not got up to the start that you guys envisioned that it would. How do you embrace the struggle?
I think we just got to stay the course. We got to trust in each other, trust in our coaches and the system that they put in for us. And, like I said, just stay the course, man. Basketball is, in the game is a game of runs, and, over the season, it's such a long season, it could easily change. I remember, this is only my second year, so last year we started off really good and won like 10 straight games, and then we went on a streak where we lost like 10 straight and only won 3 for the month of December. So, I seen how it could easily flip from good to bad, so I'm sure that it could be the same way.
Everyone in life wants to be happy. Happiness is the way, but they don't want to go through the pain. What do you think that the pain is that you would go through in order to succeed?
For me, I think this kind of just my, my life I think, sacrifice basketball, you give up a lot of your time. Obviously, physically, you work so hard and to the point where sometimes you're throwing up, sometimes you just cramp and you can't physically stand up sometimes. So I think for me, it's just hard work. Hard work always pays off, man. But I think a lot of people look at us and see the good stuff, but they don't see the work that's put in. So I think, like I said, for me, just hard work, man, pays off.
I'll just say I went to boarding school sophomore year of high school, and it was a little sooner than I had expected to leave home. So, leaving the family, leaving your hometown, the only place you've ever lived, it was tough at the time. Looking back, it wasn't a big deal, but, overcoming it, I was just kind of threw myself into the situation down there. I moved a couple states away, so it ended up being the best thing for me.
How do you think that translates to you now here with the Brooklyn Nets?
Well, it's another new city, another new team, another new group of people, and I think I learned from that experience that you really have to throw yourself into it. You can't be looking back, and you have relationships and friends from where you were, but you have to implement yourself in the new system, the new team, and the new management. So you just have to go all in. You can't be half in, half out.
You've gone from a winning alma mater to a season that hasn't, in the beginning, turned out the way you envisioned it would be. How do you embrace the struggle, though?
I would say struggle gives you a chance to persevere, and perseverance builds character, and, there's always a positive. So I just look at it like that. Everybody's been through struggles, but you get through it, you come out better for it.
The veterans here, there's so many on this team. What do they kind of show? How do they show you the ropes? How do you learn from them?
The biggest thing I can learn is just by watching them, watching their work habits, how they carry themselves off the floor. And then obviously when you're on the floor, you just pick up things skill-wise and tendency-wise that they like to do that have worked for them for so many years. So, there's something you can take from everybody, whether it's KG shooting the ball as a big, Reggie rebounding the ball. Paul's just even keel, able to, up 20, down 20, he's going to play the same and be aggressive. So, everybody has qualities that you learn from.
What do you think has been your greatest attribute thus far, early this season?
I think just bringing energy off the bench, just, coming in, whether it be on defense, rebounding, getting putbacks, just making something out of nothing, because there aren't going to be plays called for me. I'm not going to take 20 shots a game, so I have to come up with something, whether it be off the glass or playing off penetration.
But the underdog mentality always leads to success, and always remember to keep looking up. In a short girl's world.